And then at the end of the previous session, I explained how God's Word is intended to provide health or medicine for all our physical body. And I illustrated it briefly from my own experience, but only very briefly. The passage that we looked at in Proverbs chapter 4, I'd like to return there for a moment because it's a perfect illustration of what hearing is. So that if you're wondering what it means to hear God's Word, I can illustrate it for you and base it on my personal experience from Proverbs chapter 4. While I was there in the hospital and I discovered these verses and I saw that they offered me health or medicine, I said to myself, that's what I'm going to do. I'm grateful for what the doctors have done, but they've not been able to provide healing. So I'm going to take God's Word as my medicine. Now, when I said that, I had the impression that God spoke to me, inaudibly, but very clearly. And he said, when the doctor gives a person medicine, the instructions for taking it are on the bottle. Then he said, this is my medicine bottle, and the instructions are on it, you better read them. So I turned back and I saw that there are 4 instructions for taking God's Word as medicine. You see, if a doctor gives you medicine in the natural, but you don't take it according to the directions, the doctor will say to you, well, you couldn't expect it to do you any good. So if you have this passage in front of you, or if you will listen, I'll give you the 4 directions for taking God's Word as medicine. And there's probably not a single person here who won't need these directions at some time in your life. Very few of us live a full length of life without some encounter with sickness. So store this up and have it ready when the situation arises. Here are the 4 directions. Number 1, give attention to my words. Number 2, incline your ear to my sayings. Number 3, do not let them depart from your eyes. And number 4, keep them in the midst of your heart. Let's consider just briefly what's involved in those 4 directions.